What is going on, my friends, and welcome back to another video here on the channel. Now, guys, we have been seeing news, and I've been seeing some YouTubers and guys on Twitter talking about the fact that all the whales are dumping their Solana and all whales are exiting Solana. And it was kind of like a little worrying even for me when I first saw those headlines, like, oh shit, like what's happening right now? And I went and I did some digging, and it literally took me like 4 or 5 minutes worth of digging to figure out what's happening. And I want to share my opinion with you because it's just a little ridiculous of what we're seeing right now from these headlines. Okay, so let's talk about that today, and then yeah, let's just focus on that. So what we can see here, guys, is that yes, we did see Solana's price start to pull back, and we saw a ton of headlines saying that the Solana whales were absolutely getting out. Some people were even referencing the fact that Solana just saw its worst week this year in terms of whale activity. You can see this with our friends over at CoinShare, in which they saw Solana saw $38.9 million worth of outflows for Solana last week. Now, sure, that's a little bit concerning, definitely. But let's break it down. So what I came to realize was that of all of the whales that own Solana, the hundreds of whales involved with hundreds of millions of dollars, there were 2 major whales selling last week. Okay, now it's interesting to say the least, but this is how you could have found this. Okay, so the first one that we know is that we saw this on-chain activity. Okay, there was a Solana whale who has sold $84 million within this year. Okay, so over the last 8 months, that sold $2.8 million worth of Solana last week. That is true, no beating that. So that was a part of the outflows. On top of that, what we can see is that if you just do a little bit of extra digging here on CoinShares, you can see where the sales came from. And if you find where the sales came from, you can see that of the $38.9 million worth of outflows, $37.3 million came from 21 shares Solana ETP, which is the ASOL holding, which is just one institution with one set of investors in their portfolio holding this one, and this is one of the worst performing Solana ETPs or ETFs that there is out there right now, currently sat at $88 with a 37.32 year-to-date return. That's it. It's just a little aggravating personally, and I try not to get wrapped up into it because I do get it. You know, like I'm a YouTuber, I have clickbaity titles a lot of the time as well. I get the market, I know how this works. But whenever people are going out and saying all the whales are selling their Solana, it's just like, just do some digging for 5 seconds and just go look and see what's happening. Because what's actually happening is that one ETF is seeing a ton of outflows, and it's one of the worst performing Solana ETFs that there is, and one whale of the hundreds of whales has sold $2 million, in which increased his total sale up to $87 million over the course of nearly 9 months. That's not that scary, and that's a part of the reason as to why Solana's price, although it has pulled back some, is not dropping like a rock. If all of the Solana whales were exiting their positions, this thing would be absolutely catastrophically dropping like a rock, and it's quite simply not what's happening. And so because of that, I just wanted to start the week off by kind of easing things down a little bit. I saw messages, I saw the comments, people were like, what is going on with the whales? Why are people selling? I had a YouTuber friend of mine who wanted me to go on his channel and talk about that, and I'm just like, you know what, hold on, let me make this quick video for you guys and tell you that it's just broken up between 2 different people, and what they're doing is not that scary whatsoever. And so hopefully this was helpful. I hope I ease your mind a little bit. I have a couple more vids dropping today talking about Bitcoin. Obviously on my second channel, I talked about the broad market. So be sure you do go check those out, and I'll see you all very soon in the next one. Peace out, everybody.